What happens when the two best meats in the world join forces?
Are we about to make bird in a blanket?
We are. That's going to be 2 boneless thighs, bacon wrapped, with a bit of fresh Cajun sausage on the inside. Rolled tight, seared golden brown, and then oven finished. We're going to serve it with some rustic smashed potatoes on the side. It's quick, it's satisfying, and it's perfect for 2.
For 2.
So what we're working with today is we've got 2 5-ounce boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I've got 2 portions of Cajun sausage that has been uncased. They're both about 1 ounce apiece. And I've got 2 slices of raw bacon. I was thinking, like, is it 2 raw slices of bacon or is it 2 slices of raw bacon?
Yes.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a big layer of plastic film down on my board. I'm gonna lay out my boneless, skinless thighs, presentation side up, down on that plastic. I'm gonna do 1 more layer of plastic on top. And now we pound with the flat side. Not this side. It's gonna pulverize it. Just the flat side. We're just going for evenness, right?
Yeah. 1/8 to 1/4 inch thickness.
Let's say about 1/4 inch thick. Also, quick note, I did not trim these at all. And that is on purpose.
Okay.
I want the fat.
Yeah.
I like the fat.
Fat is flavor, and you can leave it in the pan.
Fat is flavor, and you're not gonna eat it all.
Right.
So if you wanna trim it, trim it. I'm not trimming it. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Now that we're happy with how these are pounded out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this top layer of plastic, just like that. And I'm gonna go on with a little bit of Tony's.
Tony Sacheries.
Do your own thing. You wanna just do salt and pepper, you wanna do a different seasoning, that's fine. I grew up with Tony's, I'm doing Tony's. And it's great on everything.
It's great on everything. I mean, he tells us right there on the jar.
Once we're happy with that, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down a slice of bacon, kind of cattywampus like that. Cattywampus like that. These are a little bit long, so I may end up trimming them at the end, or maybe tucking them under.
Tuck.
I might tuck. Let's go ahead and tuck. Like that, huh?
Yeah.
Next up, we're going to replace this plastic film, and we're gonna flip the whole operation over. Bam.
Oh, that was so easy.
And now we're gonna remove this layer of plastic film. I'm gonna grab my little chunks of sausage. This is just regular hot pork Cajun sausage that I took out of the casing. About 1 ounce each, 1.2, 1.3. Kept it a small portion because Claire pointed out that it should be very, very thin.
Very, very thin.
And that's gonna help with cooking, and I think texture too.
Yeah.
You won't get a big old chunk of sausage in your bird.
I think it's gonna help the roll up be
Definitely.
a little easier as well.
Definitely. You're just getting a little spackling of sausage on there, just like that.
One day we secretly find out you've been a butcher this whole time.
Me? I miss my calling. The only job I've never had. All right, that looks pretty good to me. So I'm gonna take this plastic wrap right here and I'm gonna use it to help me get these guys started rolling as tight as I can. I'm kind of keeping an eye on where that bacon's at. And we're just gonna make this nice little bacon stripe across the top. Use the plastic wrap. Let the plastic wrap do the work.
Come in and tighten it up.
And you get a nice, perfect little stripe right across. So what we're doing is we're flipping each one of them over and using a nice wooden skewer, like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna keep it in place while it rests. Our next step is we're gonna put these in the refrigerator and just let them sit, and that's gonna help them to keep their shape while we cook them. And after a 20-minute resting process, we're ready to start the cooking process.
Yes.
To start that cooking process, we're gonna get an oven preheated to 400 degrees. And we're also gonna get a big heavy skillet heated up to about 350 degrees. And I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of bacon fat.
Sure, yeah, get the process started.
That's why you save bacon fat. You add flavor and heat conductivity.
Heat conductivity.
And once we're at 350 degrees on our little skillet, I'm gonna go ahead and remove skewers. And I'm gonna put our little rolls, roll side down, basically presentation side up first. You gotta jiggle them. You gotta jiggle it.
You got to.
Why?
I don't know. Why do you have to click tongs before you use it?
I don't know.
It's just a thing that you have to do.
You have to do it.
Sometimes things are inexplicable.
It's true. And we're gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. And while those sizzle, we're gonna slice up about 12 ounces of these little baby potatoes. And we're gonna throw them into a nice deep saucepan. We're gonna add about a teaspoon of salt and a few shakes of ground mixed peppercorns. And we're gonna get enough water in there to cover it up and give the potatoes enough room to kind of move around. We don't want them crowded in there.
Fresh water.
That's plenty. Now once that 10-minute timer is done, we're gonna do two things. Number one, flip the bird. Woo! You can use the size of the pan to your advantage to kind of help hold them together.
Absolutely.
If they're wanting to fall apart. But these are actually looking pretty good. Let's shove that one.
You touched it and it said no, not.
This is real. Where's my skewer? If that happens, don't panic. Grab your skewer. Nothing to worry about. Once those are flipped, get those potatoes on a super high heat and set another timer for another 10 minutes. And at the end of that 10 minutes, you should notice that your potatoes have just started boiling. How convenient, right? And you're gonna let those roll, and we're gonna throw our birds into the 400-degree oven. Turn that fire off and set our final 10-minute timer. Now finally, at the end of that 10 minutes, we've gone ahead and taken out the chicken rolls from the oven, and I've drained off the potatoes. And look, full disclosure, yes, I did have to add back the other skewer to that other chicken roll. So I guess my advice is just go ahead and leave them in, and maybe use more than one actually per roll. And now to these cooked potatoes, I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, maybe a tablespoon or so of sour cream, and maybe just a little bit extra. And I'm gonna throw in some evaporated milk. Of course you can sub cream, right?
Absolutely.
And we're gonna get them mashed up, but we're not gonna go crazy. We're going for smashed, not mashed.
Beautiful.
Very nice. Really nice presentation. You agree, Kat? Looks great.
Looks great. What about me?
Good job, guys. How about some more food over here?
Yeah, what about cooking for one cat?
Cooking for Kat.
That's beautiful.
Tell you what, you okay with a little sweet and hot jalapeno on top of that?
Oh, absolutely.
And go right on top.
Thank you, Trapeze.
Ooh, tell you what.
Tell you what.
Tell you what again.
Oh, a little sauce.
We're gonna throw on a little Japanese barbecue sauce. This is the roasted garlic flavor. Simple, elegant, and perfect for two.
Perfect.
Let's eat.
I'm so hungry.